Thank you very much for the introduction. It's my first summit and my first time in Andorra, and I'm very excited to be here. From the beautiful landscape of the mountains and the forest, I will take you to a journey through the desert. In extreme environments like the desert Negev, where the tension between formal and informal settlements are stark, it is essential to recognize the complexity and nuance of urban development and community engagement. In the Be'er Sheva metropolis, there's a wide range of living communities that approach the desert in different ways, some imposing top-down structures where other bottom-top initiatives. In order to address this complexity, we want to focus on three interrelated infrastructures: ecological, physical, and social, and each representing a different aspect alive, and specifically shade, waste, and health. Climate change is a global challenge that has many aspects. In hot areas and in the desert, heat and rising temperature are a major concern. As you all know, 2023 had been the hottest year on record globally. Okay, so we will start with the city of Be'er Sheva, the major city within the Negev. In Be'er Sheva, the locals, they don't walk, they drive. And in the Innovation District, a key developing area within the city, there are very few activities in the street and open spaces. In the desert, shade is life. Without shade, outdoor activities can merely take place. If we want to create urbanism that suits hot climate and is resilient to extreme heat, creating and maintaining shade is essential. We want to focus on the human scale and help design outdoor spaces that prioritize human comfort. And so we aim in creating a comprehensive study of shade and creating a shade atlas that maps and analyzes different conditions of shade in rural and urban areas. Moreover, building an index of strategies and actions, creating new design tools together with students through courses and studios, developing new technology-based solutions, engaging startups and companies, and planting trees and use vegetation in collaboration with the Center for Urban Forestry and Shading. By doing that, we can create a shade atlas that will allow urban planners, architects, municipalities, and communities design much more pleasant and suitable places. Moreover, we want to collaborate with other research labs, with you, and create a global shade atlas that creates a comparison between different places and share best practice. So from the city of Be'er Sheva, we are moving now towards the eastern Negev. One of the most distinctive features of the Negev is its Bedouin population that has a historical and cultural presence in the region. The Bedouin live in both recognized and unrecognized villages, creating a complex spatial pattern that shapes the social and spatial dynamics of the region. In the large, vast, unpopulated desert, often illegal and informal activities often take place. One of the most pressing issues is the illegal dumping of waste. This practice affects the Bedouin population directly. It affects their health, their surroundings, their living conditions, and also the future development prospects. Currently, there are over 3,000 informal, illegal waste sites in the Eastern Negev alone. The waste comes from all over the country, as well as from unrecognized villages that lack proper infrastructures, creating both public health and environmental challenge nationally. We want to address this challenge by creating a data-driven index of strategies and actions that is tailored to informal settings. And in that, creating and enabling, actively engaging the Bedouin communities, local municipalities, NGOs, and entrepreneurs. From the Eastern Negev, we will very shortly move, if this will work. Okay, so we're moving from the Eastern Negev to Kibbutz Revivim. The kibbutz is a very unique way of living, and in the kibbutz there's a very high quality of life due to a very strong sense of community. Now in the kibbutz, they made a deliberate choice to place the elderly center next to the kindergarten and daycare and community garden, fostering intergenerational interaction. The kibbutz is a very unique model, living model, that cannot be merely duplicated in an urban setting, but we can learn a valuable lesson from it, and especially how the thoughtful distribution of amenities and services throughout the city can help strengthen social ties and enhance overall well-being. We would like to present the notion of social prescribing. It's a medical approach where doctors refer patients to a non-clinical and activity-based, community-based activities in order to improve their health and their well-being. This approach is very relevant to us because it has a direct implication in the urban and physical environment. So the social ties and the connection between the different places and the distribution of amenities within the urban city is very, very important. And so we think by creating a comprehensive data sets that focus on demographic information, health data that we have in collaboration with Israel's largest HMO, Clalit, as well as the distribution of amenities and accessibility, we can help influence top-down decisions made by municipalities and bottom-up solutions driven by local communities. And so to conclude, we want to build an index of strategies and actions that align the social and ecological and physical infrastructures. By doing that, we can enable and learn and work with the challenges that the desert possesses and engage all the different communities and work in various scales. Now, another exciting project we are currently building is our lab in the heart of Be'er Sheva. We are actually transforming a former bar into a research lab. Now, we are not in charge for stopping all the fun. The bar has stopped working years ago, and a strategic spot within the city, between the Ben Gurion University and the city's main hospital, Soroka, was just left neglected and empty for years. And so, seen from the street, inviting the public to walk in, we envision our lab as a dynamic hub, engaging researchers, students, engineers, designers to work alongside with municipalities, government, and communities to design novel practices and design tools to create more equitable and sustainable cities. The newer lab has been launched in January 2024 in the middle of a war that unfortunately is still ongoing. Yet we're very excited to invite you all to the grand opening in January 2025. Thank you.